welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori if you're new, and I am so excited that you're here for my July reading journal setup. This month is all the cute vibes, all the kind of kawaii, like cute vibes. I don't know if I said that right, but when I search kawaii on like Pinterest, on Instagram, it's like this certain style of drawing and just like the cutest little things in the entire world. So that is going to be my theme for July, and I'm really excited to get into it. So grab your snack, grab your coffee, tea, drink some water if you haven't already yet today, and let's set this up. So I just showed some washi tape. If you've watched my setup videos before, this washi tape is from Paper Geek Co. I love their washi tape and their stickers and all of that fun stuff. So I just wanted to show that because I've already put it in, that washi tape, into some of these pages. And we're just gonna start with my title page, and this is my calendar setup. So I'm sticking with these week boxes. So I do week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and how I use this in my reading journal is I like to write in the books that I want to read each week. I usually don't fill these in until the week of, because planning out my reading has not been working out very well for me. So I moved away from it in June, and it really helped. Like, I didn't use a super rigid TBR in June, and I kind of just decided, okay, week of, what do I feel like reading this week? And it worked a lot better for me. So I've just gone through, I outlined everything in my Pigma Micron 01, and then I'm just going back and I'm coloring everything in with my Tombow markers. I wanted to keep this spread really simple, just have it be little doodles, and then again, just coloring them in. If you're curious about the color palette that I chose with those Tombows, I'll leave in the description box the Tombow numbers that I used. That way, if you want to recreate this or use a similar color palette, you have those for a reference. I hope that your summer is starting off strong. I feel like June and July are such happy months, and I really wanted my July spreads to just be super cute and really happy. I have a lot of things that I'm looking forward to in July. So July, I always go back home to New England to visit my family the third week in July. So I am so excited to just go hang with them. We get a lake house. We just spend time together, and I have a baby shower in the family. I'm gonna be an auntie for the first time, and I'm so excited. And then I'm also getting a new tattoo in July. I'm also getting another new one in August. So lots of very exciting and happy things in July, and I hope to spread this happiness to you. I hope if you're watching this, the spread just makes you feel all the happiness. And I would love if you want to share with me what's one thing that you're really looking forward to, whether it's book related or just life related, one thing that you're really looking forward to in July in the comments. I would love to hear them. To finish up this page, I just put a quote down at the bottom that says "soul full of sunshine," because I felt like that was an appropriate July quote. And then I tried something a little bit different for my July title. So I did that ombre effect with the yellow and the pink that I was using, so it looks a little bit orangey in between where those colors overlap with the Tombow markers. And then I traced the outline with my Micron pen, which I was a little bit nervous when I did that. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. And then I go back and I add in a July in like a cursive-y style. And I did that originally with my Micron 01, and then I went over it with just my black Tombow marker in N15 to make it thicker and actually stand out, because when I did it with my Micron, you couldn't really see it. And that finishes up my July calendar page, which very happy, very colorful. And next pages are going to be my July TBR page and then my mid-year check-in page. I found these stickers, and for the life of me, I cannot remember where they're from, but I did not make them. I just wanted to use them in this spread. One of them says, "Call me cute or else," and the other one is just this little flower bouquet. So I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put these. I mentioned that TBRs have been a little bit hard for me in June, so I made one for July because I do really like doing these spreads. I think that they look very nice, and I wish that I could be more regimented, I guess, or like planned with my reading, but that just hasn't been how my brain has been operating lately. I've been in a weird reading place because I've been in a fantasy slump for June. Hopefully I'm coming out of it in July, but I've really been leaning pretty heavily on romance, and it's kind of just been jumping from romance to romance based on how I'm feeling or what I want with my next romance. So it's been a little bit erratic. The little animals that I'm drawing in my spread, they're supposed to be little kitty cats. That's why I stuck with gray, because I think that gray little kitty cats are the cutest things in the entire world. I feel like the one on the first page kind of looked like a squirrel though, because it was gray. So I tried to include the tails. Like this one, when I zoom in, you can see I did a little tail to make sure that it looked like a little kitty cat, but they're ambiguous animals, I guess you could say. In reality, I'm actually very, very allergic to cats. My eyes swell up and get so itchy, and I get hives. So I figured since I can't interact with cute kitties, in person, I might as well incorporate them and be super cute in my bullet journal. Why not? July, I'm super excited for Summerween. If you guys are taking part in Summerween, also, please let me know down below. I want to hear all about your TBR. What is your treat, your autumnal treat that you're gonna bake, or maybe if you're making like an autumnal coffee, let me know what that's gonna be. I think that Summerween is so fun. I love that Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby Reads just host a spookathon, basically, like any spooky horror books, and that they make their prompts really general. So like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a horror or a thriller most times. I mean, well, one of the prompts is like a slasher, but sometimes they say like, as long as it has these two colors on the cover or something like that. And so it could be a little bit more open-ended, but it's something that I look forward to. I love my horror and my thriller books. I've been a lot less into thrillers lately, I'll say. I've been trying to get more into just like true horror books, but it's been summer, and so I've been really into just like romance. Like I mentioned, I am just in my romance era. I didn't think I would ever have one because never have I been this into romance before, but I am just living my best romance life at this moment in time. But I feel like I can always return to horror like once every other book or whatever. I'm never, well, knock on wood, I'm not gonna jinx myself, but horror is something that I can just return to and have a fun time with whenever. Then we're moving on to my favorite quotes page. I feel like I say this every month, but my favorite quotes page is one of those pages that I love to fill in every month. Like I just fill it up as much as I possibly can with all of my favorite quotes. And then it's so much fun to flip back through your favorite quotes of the year. Like when you're in December or like January of the next year and you're like, I just want to be nostalgic over my reading year last year. And you get to read through some of your favorite quotes and favorite moments in your favorite books. Oh, it's such a vibe. I totally recommend doing it. If you don't do a favorite quotes page in your journal, try it and see if it's for you. I really, really enjoy it. Since we're in July, I know you guys saw on that last page that I did kind of a mid-year check-in, but I would love to hear from you all if you are on track to hit your reading goal. How has your reading been for 2022? What's been your favorite book so far? Worst book so far? Most surprising book so far? All that fun stuff. I want to hear your favorites because you guys always give me the best recommendations, and I always end up adding like a million more books to my want to read list on Goodreads, and I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. And then these are my last two pages, which are going to be the most blank because the one on the left is going to be my favorite book of July. So I just did those two flowers. That way when I paste in the cover of my favorite book, those flowers will just frame it, and then I have all the rest of that space to write my thoughts. I ended up erasing the little border that I drew of the hearts and my favorite book, that I sketched out, because I just wanted it to look more like clean. So I erased all that stuff. And then the page on the right is going to be just a quote of the month type thing. It used to be my favorite quote of the month, and I would leave it blank until the very end of the month and write my favorite quote from one of my books. But I would find that I would just pull it from my favorite quotes page. And so I just decided to pick a quote that I really love, and it's going to be from The Cruel Prince, because that book still lives rent-free inside my head. Okay, here's a question. What's one book that you've read this year that you just cannot stop thinking about? Like, it is just with you now until the end of time. For me, it's going to be the Folk of the Air series, obviously, but also I read A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime recently, and I cannot stop thinking about that book. Like, is it becoming one of my favorite romance reads? Probably. I can't stop thinking about it. So let me know what that book is for you, and this is going to be my final flip through. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. My other socials are linked down below if you want to see more from me. I'll catch you in the comments, and I'll see you in my next one, friends. Bye!